Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2, Episode 12. Yes, before going to whatever happened last time, well, of course you knew. Well, no, let's do this the usual way. Yes, the last time we got a very furious Aang because they kidnapped Oppa, and obviously I've been reading your commentaries. Yes, once you start to figure out the character, it's obvious why. Because he considered not just a pet, it was his friend. Because yeah, we know that Aang is a vegetarian, so he has a bigger respect for animals than the majority of people here. And then you put into perspective that Oppa was his more loyal companion even 100 years ago. So yeah, it's understandable why Aang was so angry and why he was so mad against these sand people. Uh, but luckily this time we're going to be seeing a happier resolution for the problem that we still have. Before going to the video, you deserve an explanation. I already gave this explanation in my Boku no Hero Academia video, but in case you are only here to watch my Avatar videos, this is the explanation. I could not publish anything last week because my camera went kaput. It's just gone. My own camera is just gone. It no longer works, and yeah, it took a little bit of time to replacing it. I called a few favors and all of that, because yeah, it was very abrupt. I was not expecting this one. I was not expecting that camera to be broken. But anyway, that's why I have this delay. Luckily, I have a new camera. I am still making a judgment. This is the second video I record on this camera. This is only the second one. So perhaps I'm going to be adjusting the camera in the next videos, and you're going to see a little bit of changes. Hopefully, it's going to be a better quality. It's going to be a little bit better. The audio is okay because yeah, the microphone hasn't changed and my program hasn't changed, but the video is when I'm going to try to change it, or at least when I appear on camera. So yeah, that is why I couldn't record. I posted this on my Twitter account. I tweeted this in my Twitter account. So if you are following me, you already knew that I was not going to publish anything. So yes, shameless plugging that, yeah, follow me on Twitter so you will figure it out stuff before everybody else. Well, before everybody that is not following, obviously. But anyway, enough about that bullcrap. Let me just remind you, obviously, that if you're not subscribed, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and obviously leave a notification, leave a message so I know what you think about the episode and my reaction. Again, I take my sweet time to respond to those comments, but I really read them. I know what you're saying about me. I know what you're saying about the episode. I know what you enjoy and what you don't. But yeah, obviously this helps the channel because it creates a sense of community, let's say, and the algorithm likes when a lot of people leave comments on a video, and it recommended to more people. But anyway, enough about this. Yes, now really, let's just cut all of this and watch the video, shall we? Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 12th episode of the series, and it was a fascinating journey. And I don't think this commentary is going to last long because there is not much to explore. But what we need to explore, I think, is very important. Our plot is keep moving, but I think the important part and why they take this long route towards Vasingse, I think it was the name of the city, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I understand now. There are several things that we saw in the episode, perhaps not major stuff for the plot, but important for our characters. I think I'm going to speak this time first about Zuko and obviously what happened in the boat. I love how even enemies could work together, because yes, I don't think Jet will be happy with what he's doing when he figured out, or once he figured out, if he figures out that actually Zuko is part of the Fire Nation. I think he was not only a member of the Fire Nation, but the prince of the Fire Nation, which is obviously something that they don't want to be associated. They attacked the Fire Nation and they didn't care back then. Yes, perhaps they have changed, but I don't think they will have changed enough to accept them as friends, as allies. Yes, even if Zuko is no longer part of the Fire Nation, I don't think a lot of people could see him other than the prince of this terrible enemy that has been destroying their lives, destroying their living, destroying their homes. So yeah, I found it hard, but I found it interesting to see these contrasting people. Let's say contrasting in the place in which they are at war, in the war I mean, but very similar in the end. Their families has just abandoned them. They are alone, and the only member of the family, well in this case Zuko member of the family, is an uncle, which is actually obviously an outcast. It's interesting to see this alliance of I don't know. I find it fascinating, but I don't find the correct words to explain, or at least I don't think I'm finding the right words to explain. They didn't come to my mind to explain how I feel. I feel conflicted. I feel happy, but I feel it's interesting. It's interesting to see what we saw in the boat, what happened in the boat when they have a common goal and they don't know the past. Yes, human beings can cooperate quite well because obviously they don't know each other. They don't know if they can trust the other. But in this situation of emergency, yes, you have to look up for somebody else who is willing to help you. And actually, I think Jet took a big risk because perhaps, I don't know, Sokka could have said, "Oh, I'm going to tell the captain that they want to steal food, so I'm going to be on the favor of the captain." But obviously, we know that Zuko is not like that, or at least from what I have seen, we know that Zuko is not like that. But obviously, Jet took a big risk because he doesn't know how Zuko behaves. So Jet didn't know that he was being helped by a former member of the Fire Nation, which is honestly very dramatic when you think about it. Very, I don't know, very twisted even, but fascinating at the same time. Anyway, I think that's the major point, that obviously the second chance for everybody, not just for Jet, because obviously Jet was speaking about himself, that he made some mistake, so I guess he feels bad about that. And I love the second chance for Zuko. We're starting to give this character a second chance because obviously before the second season we only knew him as the enemy, and obviously at the end of the first season we kind of start to change a little bit. So I love this little segment, but I think what we should focus more is obviously on what happened with Aang. Aang was obviously in the last episode furious, completely furious. He could not see any reason. He just wanted to recover Oppa for all the reasons that we have discussed, for all the reasons you have told me in your commentaries, for all of that. But in this one is the complete opposite. It's not, well, no, I think opposite is happiness. It's the complete absence of any emotions. He just said, okay, let's not feel anything. I will pretend to be strong, but by not feeling anything, by saying, okay, I'm not going to recover Appa, I'm going to be the stone face, just like when the monster was trying to steal my face. So yes, it's not healthy to bottle up emotions, obviously. But that was the point of all of this. Because yes, we knew that they have to go through the Serpent Pass. That was the name of the freaking episode. So yeah, that it was obvious. But I love how they changed what you think. Yes, at the beginning, oh no, they are going to take the ferry. But then obviously, thanks to certain circumstances, no, we're going to take the Serpent's Pass. I love that fact. I love this changing the changing of narrative, because and it feels organic. It feels something that has been set up from a long time. And yes, I did recognize this couple. This couple was the ones who Zuko was trying to steal food until he realized the woman was pregnant. I love this consistency of characters, and yes, this is something that you warned me before, but you can tell me these details, but they don't tell me anything back then. But once you see it, you start to understand. So yeah, I love when you do that. And oh, not all characters are just irrelevant, and yes, they weren't irrelevant. So I love these little details, and I love that. I will not consider a spoiler because honestly I have no idea how you could use those characters. So yeah, those kind of spoilers are fine by me. But anyway, going back to the point. Aang was not feeling anything. Obviously this is not healthy for him and for the rest. This is obviously, again, character development. This helps Aang to grow a little bit more. Yes, obviously this is a tragedy. The loss of Oppa is a complete tragedy. But that doesn't change the fact that this is something that Aang needed. Aang needed these kind of conflicts because in war, that is what is going on. Perhaps this is a loss for him. But he needs to confront this loss and trying to do his best to change that fact. He cannot be just angry and asking everything and refusing any type of help, which is something that happened in the previous episode. But he cannot abandon his feelings because everything that he feels makes him human. He cannot become a machine because it's not healthy for him and it's not good for anybody. Especially when somebody that has the destiny of the world in his hands. So yes, it's obviously something that Aang needed. This is a lesson that Aang needed. And I love this character development in which he realized that yes, if you lost somebody, try to recover it if it's possible. In this case, yes, it is absolutely possible. So don't lose hope. And I love how the shocking of seeing a newborn baby is what brings Aang back to the reality, back to this moment in which, okay, I need to do something or I cannot lose myself into this despair. I love that. Now, into a less dramatic part of the episode. I like this little romance, and I like the fact that Sokka is kind of a looker because he captured the heart of a princess and he captured the heart of a warrior. Both kind of fell in love with him in a very short amount of time. Obviously, it's not only looks, it's his personality. He's funny, and I think he's funny. He's a very funny character. He's intelligent when he wants to be. Not all the time, obviously. And as I said in a previous video, not the traditional intelligence, but more of a practical intelligence, perhaps. I love the fact that Sokka is this interesting character. Yes, we have seen that from Aang in the village, but I think that is more of a kid's attraction. No, the other, well, yes, the other were kids, obviously. The ones that were fanning over Aang were kind of kids. But I like the fact that this that Sokka is kind of a looker, and I love the fact, I love how this romance was kind of handled here, because yeah, we saw an overprotective Sokka for obvious reasons. He doesn't want to lose somebody else who he might love. He doesn't know yet. At least I think he doesn't know that he loves, or I don't know if he loves in this moment. Oh god, I forgot her name. Well, her, you know who I mean. I don't know. But I love this overprotection that Sokka was bringing to the table. But I love how they twist that overprotection that actually Suki, I think it was her name, was going there because she was worried. She was worried and she wanted to be overprotective over Sokka. I love those changes in the end. That is obviously not only the man's job to protect the woman. No, actually, this woman wanted to protect her man. So I love those subtle details that you need to pay attention to notice. I love them. I love them. And I love the fact that what makes Sokka change his mind in the end and kiss this woman and say, oh, you are trying to protect me. That speaks volumes for me. So yeah, let's kiss now. I love that. I love those small details, and I love this kind of romance that we got here. I don't know if we're going to continue or if this is going to be an excuse later on to... Oh my god, please don't. Don't kill off this character because, my god, just to make Sokka being devastated, please. He has suffered that already with the moon. Well, with the now moon. Please don't do this to my boy. Oh boy. But anyway, hopefully it's not going to be that. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I exhausted the topic of this episode. Several topics, obviously. Oh no. Oh yes, how could I forgot? The freaking cliffhanger. Yes, we got a more hopeful Avatar, a more hopeful Aang. But when the hope was in the highest point, perhaps, here comes the fucking Fire Nation with a giant machine that is capable of destroying the giant ass wall of Ba Sing Se. So yeah, fuck hope. Screw everything, yes. Oh my god. Fucking Fire Nation. So yes, a terrible cliffhanger. Oh my god. But anyway, yes, I think I'm really exhausted enough of this one. Fucking Fire Nation, man. Ruin the happy moments. But obviously moving the plot forward. Yeah, I cannot wait to see the next episode. But unfortunately, I have to. I don't have time to record another episode today. Oh boy. But anyway, yes. I think that's it really this time. Let me just remind you that if you enjoy the content of the channel, please consider a subscription and turn on notifications so you can get up to date with whatever we're doing with the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. These things helps the channel to grow because if the algorithm from YouTube see that a lot of people are interacting with the video, it's going to recommend it with a lot more people. So yeah, that will give me a great favor. So please consider doing those things. Obviously, there is no obligation. Follow me on Twitter so you can get up to date with news about me, about the channel, and all that jazz. Obviously, the link is in the description below. Anyway, yes, I think I really start to ramble away too much. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for your attention, and see you in the next one. Bye!
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, give it a like so the algorithm from YouTube will help me out. And check my other videos, share them, and also why not subscribe to my channel and join this community. And as always, I want to thank you for your attention, your likes, and even your dislikes, your comments, which is something I always look forward to read. And yeah, once more, thanks and see you on the next one.